Rogers, who will share messages.
Would you like me to sit here?
Wherever is comfortable for you.
Maybe sitting.
Just sitting there.
That was wonderful and unifies so many peaceful traditions in a unique way. And I noticed my daughter Vanessa was enjoying the music. Another time and place that we may have all experienced in time.
You're not speaking into the mic.
Oh, okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, so we have a little bit of time here, and I'm just gonna go around where I'm drawn, but there might be somebody who has a real need of a message today, so if you really feel a strong need, you could just kind of raise your hand now, so I know who those people are. Okay, thank you. Kathy, may I come to you?
Yes.
And I see that you're a healing presence at the bedside of those you care about, especially someone who has helped you walk through journeys, and you're being helped from the other side, and it is a wonderful reminder to the person you're helping when you sense that, because it comforts her greatly and it really helps her in her process. Okay, may I come to you, sir, at the door?
Sure.
All right, your first name?
John.
Okay. I see a lot of blue-green around you, which is the color of a healer, but particularly emotionally, you're a person that, without even planning to, is comforting to other people who have emotional distress, and you're a giver on many levels that helps heal the heart. Cheryl, may I come to you? Okay. Let's see if I can see you. There we are. You're also one of the peace givers, I know, because you sail well through medical and other challenges, keeping yourself under grace through your loving service, and it's a daily matter for you. Your optimism, and you're never one to blow your own horn, but in the spirit plane they're saying to you, well done, we need you to do what you're doing. And I know you have a loved one, even now, whose concern is in the healing bowl, and we echo that prayer for healing. Let's see, Juliet, may I come to you? Oh, Juliet, we go back to the center of infinite growth, way back decades, and just uncross your hands if you would. And Juliet, let's see. It seems like a happy time for you coming back in this area, and all they're asking you is just make a few adjustments in your health, diet, and your movement, because you have a lot to do. So they want you to up your vibrational level and make those changes, okay? That's what they're asking you, because you're going to be called around. Let's see, those of you I don't know, would either of you like a message? Okay, can you just say your name to me and uncross your hands?
Uncross them?
Yes.
Marilyn.
Okay, let's see, Marilyn. You tend to bring people that you care about, you help people connect to the things that they need, and it's not by chance that you're here today, because there's much peace that radiates through you, and you had a family member, a woman in your family who did that too, in her own way, in her own religious tradition, but I feel like that person may be with you on the other side of life, helping you in the giving that you do, because she was very giving and prayerful, and she's with you. Amanda, may I come to you?
Yes.
I know you're having a lot of meaningful dreams. Let's see what we feel. You're going through, they're lifting your vibration to another level, because you are also being called in to greater service. And so you're, when you're in the dream state and when you're out of the body, they're lifting your vibration. And so you also have, when our vibrations get lifted, we also have to follow through physically and make little physical changes to carry that higher energy. And but you're having real dream meetings with souls close to you in the sleep state. And also you may have a little prophecy, a little foretelling of things to come. When we dream, we work out problems and we exaggerate our problems. Our boss may seem like a bear chasing us, but there is always a higher self key. There's an answer in the dream if we really look. Let's see. Corky, may I come to you?
Sure.
Okay. Just uncross your hands, like get your aura vibration. Yeah, there are 3 people out of the body whom you knew who were around you, and they form a trinity, and you may know who the 3 are. And those 3 sustain you, and through you, they work to sustain Dottie and all that you're doing. And one of them, I think, is a male soul, was connected to you in life and will help you move toward the next direction and the next direction. You'll get that feeling, that impulse from that soul. May I come to you?
Yes.
Okay. You just uncross your hands and say your name.
Eileen.
I see light, a foggy light energy around your aura. I see inwardly. And that's not a bad thing. It means that there's good around you and good coming in, but it's still a little bit fogged. Neptune's energy, you can't fully see it yet. And with this turning of the new moon and the new year we're celebrating right now, it's trying to come into you. And I feel at times your hands cross with worry, but there's good all around trying to come. So see, before you go to sleep, think of the 3 good things that helped you, that came in your life, that were beyond coincidence each day, and that's going to magnify it. Is there someone on Zoom who's asking for a message?
Christine Millie.
Pardon me?
Christine Millie.
Oh, okay. Okay. See if I can get through Zoom. This is going to be tricky. Okay, you can't uncross your hands on Zoom that easily. Okay, just could you say her name for me 3 times?
Christine Millie.
And again?
Christine Millie. Christine Millie.
Well, always she is uplifting others, and she's been in different forms and different bodies. Also recently was a he, anyway, in a past life, and she is one who balances others a great deal. And only when she forgets to care for herself does she fall a little off balance. But her feet, putting your feet on the ground, even on the earth, even sometimes I'll go barefoot for a minute on the wet earth, it's grounding things would help you right now. Connection to nature and cleaning the aura when you've been around things that are dissenting, with your hands, bringing the white light in. Is there someone else on Zoom? I may not get everyone because you're going to tell me what I have to.
For Lisa Karpinski.
I know Lisa very well. She was a close friend of my late husband, Joe. So Lisa is coming in. That brings Joe in also. Let's see. Joseph Jerome Haddocks, who was passed in 2009, was a strong member of this church. Lisa's been traveling far and wide, and she has wonderful photography and art, and that's the teacher in me, but I think it might be time to make a little workbook of paragraphs of the journey of each place, along with some of the pictures, almost like a 3-wing scrapbook. It's time to put some of that's been on Facebook and other places together. It's very joyful. She brings spirit with her and takes wonderful adventures around the world. So I feel that.
And Jan Ewers.
Okay. I see Jan doing things with her hands and also with food in a loving way and things that she makes. And she is another person who quietly assumes responsibility, quietly brings peace amid dissension without asking to be credited or pushing for herself. And I feel that in spirit, they're making a cake for you. It's a cake of celebration. It's a cake of honoring you as you deserve in this plane and are honored from spirit. The peacemakers are honored far beyond those who make a big dramatic splash in the world and build the self. But on the other side of life, these are great accomplishments. I remember when my husband, who was like that, a quiet, helping person for others, passed, I could feel how big his spirit was as it left his body. And that's the peacemakers. And we talked about Clyde, who worked behind the scenes. It's really time to think and honor those in our lives who bring peace and often aren't even recognized, but are doing the big work. Okay then, well, I know you all have some... Is there someone else on Zoom? Okay.
Milan and Maria.
Say that again?
Milan, I don't know the pronunciation, Balechka, perchance?
Maria Vera and her fiance. Maria Vera.
Okay, all right.
That's
Okay. And I'm wondering what nationality that is. I have a bit of Bohemian Czech in me, and I always relate to the earth quality.
So Maria is from Chile.
Oh, from Chile. Okay, so thank you. Okay, bueno. Okay, thank you. Well, she was exposed to Catholic traditions, but by somebody who was more mystical. And as we heard in the talk today, there is unity in all faiths if you go to the mystical, living heart. So Maria was exposed to somebody whose faith was very living and very powerful, and that person introduced her to the power of prayer and the power of intention. So work with that on behalf of others. You have that gift, you were shown it, and you know that it can work against all odds. Okay.
And Maria, to answer your question, Slovak.
Slovak, I thought so, because I have partly a Czech, and that's what I felt. And I was not raised to be, not to go to Catholic churches, but I did go when I had my awakening on all levels, and I did find out that they had a form of mystical Catholicism way back. Yes. Maybe one more?
Evers, I don't know that.
Evers.
Okay. Evers is the first name.
And she's sitting in Germany.
She's in Germany at the moment. So as you're there, Evers, you feel the social and political vibrations around you, and you have an attunement to world events, but you did live before when there was dissension and great clouds in Germany. You feel the light more, the presence, and it's a coming home not just from this life, but from your life just before. And now you can bring the life, stay in light, and bring the peace, which is redressing those things you experienced in a past life. Well, thank you for this opportunity, and I have one last paragraph for Mary, okay, which I had given her before, but I want to read it if she hears this. This is for Mary, who is really the impetus of this service, the second of the month. She is linking all together that came before, pulling aspects together as if into a net or bag made of strings or cords. Much like the Akashic record written on the skeins of time and space, her guide in this is to refer to the most dear image she possesses of all that is sacred and true. We are through many blessings in this endeavor, and may Mary and those in need this morning experience healing, divine healing. We pray now from the bottom of our hearts. So be it.
So be it. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you so much.